Hello, welcome to Beth Roars, where we look at your favourite singers to find out what makes them them. Before we start, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. My handle is @BethRoars, and I hold loads of votes on my Instagram, so you guys can vote on who I react to. Also, please do check out my website, bethroars.com, where you can book a singing lesson from me. And last but not least, please do head over to my Patreon, which is patreon.com/BethRoars, where you can get some more exclusive content. You can get early access to my podcast, and you can also find out a little bit more about my scholarship fund for aspiring artists. People don't always recognise this straight away, but this guy is a fellow Scot. Listen closely and you will definitely hear it. I love like the trip hop vibe in this.
We are proud individuals.
Can you hear it? Proud? How are we saying it? Flames.
Couldn't
Go.
much higher.
It's so rare to hear that accent with that much soul, that much grit. I, from Scotland, I'm used to hearing it with like folk music or like Disney Brave, but to hear it with this kind of like soul-y vibe is like, it's wicked. His voice, it gets me.
We find God.
It's so resonant.
Religions to paint us with salvation, but no one.
Honestly, I've had to sing in a Scottish accent for pantomime. I was in a pantomime, and often it just sounds horrible. So it'll be like, what did I have to sing? When the rain is blowing in your face, Adele. It just sounds like eh. And there's something in the way that he's really rounding it, really opening it up, because a lot of Scottish vowels are really narrow. When the rain, but he's still getting that lovely open space, when the rain, yet maintaining that accent, which is just perfect, and not many people do it very well.
No, nobody can give you
Beautiful
the
vibrato.
power.
Beautiful vibrato, can't speak. He's so good. Wow! Okay, notice how he's playing around with how to get onto a note instead of like, oh, dead on, oh, underneath and then hitting it sometimes. And then sometimes he's dead on, dependent on what he wants from it. Sometimes those notes are really, really precise and sometimes they slide in between different notes. And that's what's giving it that oozy, soul-y feel, and it has this real feeling of dynamics, just micro dynamics. Some notes are louder, some come back. There's nothing that's exactly the same. It's so fluid. Oh, see? Quiet to loud to quiet. And then he's really precise with those rhythms.
From which we'll rise over love.
And look where he's putting vibrato on.
Through this iron sky, as fast as it comes and
So this is, of course, in the beautiful Abbey Road Studios. You can see the classic white walls. I think you'll see those steps, the famous steps with the Beatles. The Beatles stood on in that picture. Anyway, go back to vocals. I love a couple of things. How he's playing around with staccato and rhythm, really, really short phrasing. So duh, 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 and then he will have these longer, oozy phrases. The way that you play around with staccato and legato is so important in expression. If it's all legato, all staccato, it can be a bit boring, but he's really, really mixing it up, his expression there. I also love how he's playing around with vibrato, how sometimes he's using vibrato the whole way through a note, sometimes none at all. So when he's using none at all, it gives it that real emotional, shouty feel, and then he uses that vibrato to warm it and make it feel a bit more polished.
You just got to hold on.
A bit more
You just
soul-y.
got to hold on.
And of course that natural rasp is just beautiful. He's up in his head voice there. Oh wow, I didn't realize, I thought it was a theremin, not a singer. Wicked.
To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Let us use that power, let us all unite.
I'm alright.
Yeah.
Oh, my love.
What is so beautiful about it, and I love how he's mixed that in that little speech there, how he is really showing true humanity in the singing, how it oozes, how it flows, how it's gritty, how it shows struggle and pain and emotion, and it's not perfect, it's just human. And I think that that is beautiful to hear an expression, which is exactly what he's trying to say for this song. It makes complete sense. Oh, I love that little screech. A little flip. Woo. Woo. What a performance, eh? Complete fearlessness. Just in the face of expression, I will express exactly how I feel. You know, that is one of the greatest talents that singers can have. Being able to get that expression across to people in a way that really connects. It's special. Oh, I love that little vibrato wobble down, descending passage. I'm like concerned, but also like loving everything. Like concerned and like, I want to give him a hug. Oh gosh, the end is quite emotional. Just that sudden quiet. after all that humanity. I bloomin' love him. What a wicked voice. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.